Hello, my name is Suzhou. Actually, new face as a beginning student. And I'd like to welcome everyone to the Tuesday Word Meditation. Tonight, you join me from my home in Adelaide, Australia. This is great, sacred time and space is devoted to our shared practice of entering stillness together and of giving together. Let us first surround and protect ourselves with the love and grace of God. Before we begin the meditation, I'd like to share a passage from the New Message from book The Journey to New Life, Chapter 8, Your Purpose and Destiny. This passage is not about practice, but it encourages me, beginning students, to keep going forward with knowledge and constantly remind of the necessity of taking the step to knowledge. So I have chosen this to share with you today. Many people will not leave the shore here. They will not venture out in the open water. They want to stay firmly planted on the ground of their belief and understanding. To get on the boat that is floating, well, it is too scary for them. They will pitch their flag on the land. They will not venture out into the open water. And the world behind their shore will remain unknown to them. And the journey that is for them, they will not undertake. For when you leave the shore, you are without a firm foundation, it seems, for a while. You are depending upon the raft, but will take you to the further shore, and the further shore you cannot see. It is too far away. You must live the life that you have known for a new life. But to get there, you will be out of the open water, and knowledge will be your raft. And those relationships that are strong with knowledge. That remind you of knowledge will be your companionship and your assurance. Though you may have a great doubt and may want to return to the shore from which you have left, there will be something in you that will keep urging you onward. Keep going. Do not stop. Keep heading out. Do not turn back. And you will be afraid. Oh, I have to be behind so many things. Maybe I have made a terrible mistake. And I have given up these things. Oh my God, I should have them back. What am I doing? But something within me say, keep going forward. Do not go back. You cannot go back. Great change is coming to the world. You have to be there for that. Great difficulty is coming for humanity. You have to be prepared to provide your service to the world. You cannot take forever to make up your mind or to drag yourself along, for you are trying to get somewhere and the hour is late. To make your contribution to the world has to be done in time, at the right place, with the right people. If you are not in the phrase or with those people, then you are falling behind. For time here is of the essence. That is why there is always a sense of urgency around this. You are trying to get to the place of rendezvous with others who are meant to be with you, who are destined to be with you. You must get there yourself. If you are wandering around or falling down by the side of the road in doubt and confusion, you are not getting to your rendezvous. You have an appointment with the world, you see. You were sent here for an appointment with the world. You must make that appointment. In your heart and soul, you will be trying to get to that appointment. And those you may misinterpret all of a sign of this. Is there nonetheless? As you can see, there are many danger and risks. There are many people. There are many self-deception. There are many other forces in the world that will pull you away or hold you back. But the reality of your great purpose is the most powerful voice in there is. But to know this, to experience this, and to follow this, you must take this journey. You see, the journey of many steps. Taking the step to knowledge. Letting knowledge reshape and reform your life. Letting knowledge take you into the future and build a new foundation. Letting knowledge take you to those circumstances, to those places, to those people that you need to connect with. For only lies know where the rendezvous will happen, when you must get there, and how the journey can be undertaken. Here you can only follow, but you must use your mind. You must use your talent. You must use your discernment and discretion. This will require you to gain as much strength as you can, to gather yourself together, to give yourself together, to keep your focus intact, to keep your confidence intact, to keep moving in the right direction. There is no passivity here. There is no hanging out here. It is living a committed life, and the commitment is what frees you. Frees you from addiction, frees you from ambivalence, free you from conflict, free you from self-harm, frees you from danger, frees you from giving your life away for beauty, for wealth, for charm. Frees you from all these things, you see. It frees you from these things, and it frees you for something greater. For there is freedom from and freedom for. But to gain the freedom for, you must gain freedom from. The power of knowledge is calling you today. It is always calling you. No matter what you think about it, no matter what position you take regarding it, it is intact. It is powerful. It does not change. That is why it is the only reliable thing within you. It is the only things trustworthy within you. It is the only things that is certain within you. Find that then this is a certain, that is a powerful, that has a direction, that does not bargain or negotiate, and follow that. Taking the step each day, allowing your life to be rearranged, allowing your values to change, allowing your mind to come into focus, allowing your true inclination to take a present over your distractions. This is the great journey. This is what God wants for you. This is why God has placed knowledge within you. This is what the world need from you in the future. This is what your future relationship will be looking for in you. The evidence and the presence of knowledge. For you have appointment with the world. You have a greater destiny in the world. And you have a greater purpose for being here. It is through this that you will know yourself and that you will know that God is in your life. Please join me now in our 30-minute release practice. Take whatever time you need to read your own step and enter stillness when you are ready. Nashinobare Koran. While we are in the phrase of stillness, I'd like to share a passage from the New Message speaking about the messenger. I have chosen this passage from the book, The Word Community of the New Message from God, chapter 8, Spotting God You Liberation. God's new message is not for one tribe, on one nation, or one region. It is to prepare humanity for the great change that is coming and to reveal what is common amongst you. And the power and the intelligence of your own spirituality, they must be called upon now as never before. You must receive then the new message and see what it will reveal to you, not only about what is coming over the horizon of the world, but about your own nature and purpose in being here at this time. For you were not born by accident, and you have a great purpose and missions to experience and to fulfill in the world. It is this purpose and mission that will give you the greatest satisfaction and the greatest experience of being reunited with your nature and with the source of your real nature. It is important for you to know that messenger and the messenger must be assisted and supported. He is bringing a new revelation to humanity, but there are very few who are aware of his existence. There is a small group of people who have been called to assist him in his great mission here. But he will need the assistance of many more people now. He will need their support. He must create a vehicle through which to present the new message in its pure form, which he is endeavoring to do now with all of his effort and talent, and the talent of his family, and the talent of those who have been called to assist him. He cannot do this without the assistance of others. For Marshall Bian Summers, the sport is for the new message. He only received a small compensation from his work, and his life is simple and humble. He does not require a great deal, but his effort is great and will require participation and financial support from many people around the world. The messenger is without ambition, so he will only do what is required of him to do, and no more. He does not seek glory. He does not seek to build a huge structure or organization. He does not seek broad recognition, for he realized that this thing we bring danger to his life and tribulation as well. Through the world needs a new message from God tremendously. It is not yet aware of its need and will not welcome such a liberation to be given, even though its wisdom is greatly required now. What he needs is for the new message to become available to people in wealthy nations, to people in pure nations, to the lonely, to the desperate, to the oppressed and the impoverished, to the wealthy and to the powerful, to those who have privilege and to those who do not, to those in the West and to those in the East. How can one man with limited resources reach the people of the world in short period of time? For you do not have much time to prepare for the great waves of change that are coming to the world. You do not have much time to prepare for encountering the reality of life in the universe around you. How can one man and a small group of assistants with very limited resources reach the world in the few years that humanity has to prepare? Already the greatest waves of change are impacting the world. Environmental change, a changing climate, violent weather, the destruction of food production, the loss of water resources, growing economy and political instability and hardship, and the great risk of the war between the group and nations over who will gain access to the remaining resources. How can the messenger reach the world? He will lead your support and assistance. His needs personally are small, but the needs of his mission are great. He is committed to bring the purity of the new message into the world. And he is the one chosen and prepared to do this. Let us spend a few moments together to be with Marshall and send him our love and strength. Now, see if there are others in the world or in your life who need to receive this strength as well. If so, spend a moment sending strength or another quality to this individual. National Bari Quran. Personally, it was a precious opportunity to read today's meditation, that I could feel closer to you all. Thank you all for coming. See you next week.